So there's a perspective that I call critical educational psychology. It's a perspective that relies on the existence of ed psychology. Now, critical ed psychology is a perspective that's not very widely practiced or endorsed or explored or studied. It's something that a very small group of ed psychologists within ed psychology are dedicated to advancing and exploring. And so I would define critical ed psychology is as the um, historical, political, cultural, and ideological examination of the dominant discourse of educational psychology. Right, and what it does is it basically it's a position that starts off with that no application of psychology is neutral, value free, ahistorical, and political. However, those contexts are not often featured or part of or recognized within educational psychology conversations. Typically, we think the application of psychology is unequivocally beneficial. It's going to serve students and teachers' interests, um, and that the more we know ed psychology, the better, and that we're progressing, and that if we just apply objective scientific tools, we'll be able to fully understand children and be able to teach them better. Right? That's often an assumption that informs educational psychology, but critical ed psychologists are highly skeptical of that position and that way of thinking. And so, critical ed psychologists to start their starting position is that the application of psychology is always going to be a political, historical, cultural, and ideological act. Thus, the work of critical ed psychologists is to illuminate those contexts, because sometimes it's very hard to recognize the context, the ideology, the way ideology, politics, and culture are circulating in and through ed psychology.